Last time, we asked her and say, "Not your business." Okay, don't ask. Is the right thing. Do not ask girls personal question, but I was curious last time. Cannot be curious. Don't ask. Good luck. I shouted after her. Thank you. She gave me one of her sweet smiles before leaving. I'll go with him. Very well, it's better together. So, last time, as I remember, when we click on with Silva, we can't because she doesn't like us that much. No, she likes us. Hey, I like you. Yeah, I like the way you look at me, especially naked in the shower. Oh, you know about that? Of course I know. I played the game 30 times already. Oh, very well. It's better together. Are you sure? I asked Sylvia in whisper. I wanted to be sure, but she didn't answer, just a smile. Oh, I look especially at Sylvia for sometimes. Why is she always helping me? Because I am in love. With me? With Olga. I want to get to Olga through you. Oh, I see. Very well, good luck. Then, both of you. Well needed. By the way, Olga is the worst camp leader ever. She let a boy and a girl. Remember, the girl is very, very attractive. To go to a dark place alone. The camp leader and the other girls said their goodbye and went their own way. Does Olga know what responsibility is? Do you ever heard about Spider-Man? With a great power comes great responsibility? Or with big salary you need to have responsibility for the kids that their life depend on you? I was quite surprised that they treat our night walk. By the way, why this camp doesn't have 2 or 3 police officers, like, just in case, or guards, or logic, through the forest, the abandoned camp as something normal? Well, it can't really be helped. Wait a minute, I'll bring a flashlight. Don't worry, we have iPhone. What is iPhone? Oh, iPhone. Okay. Flash, sure. While I was waiting to Sylvia, I had a strange thought. Why is she always so kind, sympathetic, and ready to help? Well, she's not a girl. What's wrong with that? Why did she offer to go with me to God knows where? It is always the quiet one. Should I be concerned about her? No. I'm back. With a smile, Sylvia gave me a flashlight. Shall we go? Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Okay. From what electronics told us, the old building was built right after the war. It looked like a kindergarten or like a precare, I expect, and definitely could hold less pioneer than today can. So I start to remember what happened last time that we said because none of the girls want to go with us because we was jerks in the first playthrough. Now and Olga tell us we will go all together in the morning, but now we will go at night with Sylvia. I think they will cut a lot of big part. I think if you play normally the game the first time like we did, you will not end up with any of the girls, and we will end up with what's called Simeon route. So yeah, it had been abandoned for about 20 years. It was now totally dark. It seemed like the forest was as afraid of us as we were of it. Three politely moved away, grouping at the side of the path and patiently watched us. I am the forest. I am watching you. The owl would through the far away, but more quietly than usual. Ow, ow. I wasn't afraid walking next to Sylvia. Probably in another situation, even the real world, I will be too scared to go into the forest without a proper bath. But I try to get rid of these thoughts. I thought it was strange. Sylvia probably soothed my self-respect and thought, and my sense of reality was blurred. If it continues this way, I'll jump toward some beast with a smile on my face. You are not afraid of at all, are you? Meaning? Sylvia turned round and looked at me, smiling in a strange way, either with a misunderstanding or with a gentle mockery. Or maybe I was just seeing things. Well, night, the forest, the old camp. Yes, it sort of gives me the chill. It doesn't look like have chill. Just sort of. Are you afraid? No, well, yes, but it is natural human reaction in this kind of situation. I didn't want to show my fear, but I wasn't really scared. I just felt that being scared is what I should be in a situation like this. It was like my body has stopped producing antibody to fight against an infection. I was scared not by the night force, but by the fact that I was reacting to everything that was happening in the wrong way. On the other hand, I didn't want to make a fool of myself. I see. Sylvia smiled again and continued walking. The path, surrounded by trees and bushes, was become more narrow. The deeper we went into the forest, the less clearly we could see the moon. For a moment, a cloud hid the moon, and everything was submerged into almost pitch black darkness. We should. I closed my eyes, though, and when I opened them, the moon had taken its place again, and painted the world in the bright white color of its night shroud. I only just realized how much I hate the dark. Finally, a clear space appeared far away ahead, and a minute later we were standing at the edge of the forest goal. And yeah, we're back here. Can we? There was a ramshackle old camp building, endured by rain, rust, and beetles. It seemed at us with the broken window like a gap-toothed mouth, and a silent rebuke from the dead to the living could be read in the smile. A cemetery fog clouded the whole glad. I saw ghosts, ghouls, zombies, devil, and other evil entities seemed to loom from the haze. This sight was enough to give the average person a heart attack, or at least panic attack. Panic! No panic! If Sylvia hadn't taken my hand, surely I wouldn't have been able to stand it. It wouldn't be as scary this way. Oh, yeah, but dark place. Me and you alone. You should not afraid of the monsters. You should afraid of the monster inside the beds. She smiled. I couldn't say anything else. She grasped her hand tightly. She afraid. Oh, what am I even doing here? Looking for Shrek at night in the forest here. How could I ever agree? There's no single normal person who would. But the world around me can't really be called normal. I tried to persuade myself that I was finding answer and that it can't really get any worse. To be honest, nothing bad had actually happened to me during the last 4 days in the camp. Besides, I had no special reason to think that something bad would happen. Maybe it's just the way the world works. People can't live without adventures. Shall we go? Yeah, I guess. But we didn't make a move. Sylvia seemed to be waiting for me to take the first step, but I had just enough courage to stand still without running away. The moon showed up from behind the cloud again and lit up the old camp building. Now it looks like a tomb. But oh, that picture in my imagination grow irreal. Vision of ghosts become more forced. The wailing of the wind and the grass rust go clear. Noises of the unknown origin could be heard from here. Seemed like it was a great place before. I looked at Sylvia carefully. Maybe she was scared, but she was trying to hide it. Maybe she was scared, but to hide it, knowing that I felt a little better and calmer. Maybe, let's go. Sure. I stepped carefully, watching every step, trying not to touch the old fence, the crook merry-go-round or rusty slide. In some places the grass was waist high, so any wrong move could lead to broken leg or hands. At last we come to the entrance, and I pointed my flashlight inside. The darkness that looked back at me was much scarier than the view outside. At last the moon shone brightly. I gathered up all my courage and crossed the third floor. Can we escape now? The inside of the old camp building looked like a kindergarten from my childhood. The layout of the interior, even the rotten furniture, was similar. Well, I shaved back up more and more remaining of the joy children long gone with the flashlight. Oh, look, this is a new picture of her. She really afraid. Creepy! Sylvia was not only holding my hand by now, but embarrassed, firmly pressing herself against me. However, I didn't sense fear in her voice. I wonder whatever it was a good idea to come here in the middle of the night. Perhaps not. Whose the bright idea that was? I don't know. Olga this bitch. It is her job to save the pioneers, not us. We are pioneers. We shall be safe. Shall we go back then? No. What about Shrek? She said in genuine astonishment. Well, Shrek, why did he even come here in the first place? Maybe he isn't even here. No, he's here. Where else could he be? I mean, come on. You play the first time, you know he's here. I don't know. Eating by wolves, maybe? Don't say that. Sylvia frowned and stopped away from me. I was already so used to being with her that I was slightly upset by her approach. Well, okay, let's assume that there are no wolves. Though you can never be sure. Well, since we are here, let's search. We'll search all the rooms, the old camp, playhouse, bedroom, kitchen, toilet, nightmare fuels. I even looked into the closet, which was shocked by empty declared cardboard box. Look! When we returned to the place to start from, Sylvia picked something on the floor and gave it to me. It was all dye from torn, fairy of the missing in the hand and eye, fed from damp. So what? I pity it. What? This is doll. Yes. Why would you pity it? Somebody play with it, then just throw her away and forget about her. And she been here alone all these years, in the rain, in the cold. Oh, Sylvia, so sad. I couldn't really tell if Sylvia was serious or not. I don't think this is the time to think about such a thing. Aren't you worried about Shrek? On the other hand, what could be proper time for it? Sylvia looked really upset. Yes, maybe. I looked at the doll and examined it. I remember how I once found a stuffed lion in the same way that Sylvia just found the doll. I took him home, washed him, and was so carefully with him as with other toys, even though he was long past his retirement age. So he did the same thing. You was a nice guy, Simon. You should give it to Juliana. Suddenly the wind moved down past his singing some kind of airy tone. The light flashed and jumped, cut my leg and something and troubled the floor. Are you alright? Sylvia ran over to me and helped me get up. Yes, more or less. I tripped on the trap door. The strange that I wouldn't notice that already the dirt around the door was clear. It seemed that it was open not long ago. We're not going down there, are we? I asked, trying to preempt Sylvia's suggestion. She only gave me sad glance. Come on. Are we playing the digger now? I moaned while lifting the hatch cover with quite the effort. My common sense was crying out, telling me I shouldn't do this, but contrarily, my logic suggested that if this world wanted to kill me, I'd already be dead. But it is only because of Sylvia. Otherwise, there is no way I would go down there. 2 meters of rusty metal ladder led to dirty center door. I leaned over the edge and illuminated the narrow passage going nowhere to the darkness. And what is there? I think I heard about a bomb shelter under the old camp. A bomb shelter? Well, that was pretty illogical considering the time it was built. Why would Shrek need to go there? I don't know, he's such a nerd. Of course, it wasn't necessarily him who opened the hatch, and it's obviously that someone had opened it just recently, but who would be more likely to go the idea going down the mad inventor? If we discard theories of supernatural involvement, there can be no other humans in the forest. At last, that's what I thought. Alright, I'll go first, then if everything is fine, you follow me. What might not be fine? Everything? Sylvia looked scared but seemed to ask more out of politeness. Well, I don't know. Rats, for example, are you afraid of rats? I guess I shouldn't have asked. I opened the bin and so scared. Oh, the same image last time, but this time with Sylvia. We adventure slowly, holding hands in the path of darkness. The flashlight was not help much. Only occasionally it will emulate pieces of old newspaper and scrap metal lying here and then. Suddenly it's been to feel as if the walls and the ceiling covered in endless twitching crowd were passing it on me, as if the passage was getting narrowed. I spread my arm trying to measure the passage width. Are we still far off? Asked Sylvia sadly. Far from where? I have got no clue. Alright. I just then measured a metal door appeared before me as if from nowhere. Oh! I cried Sylvia softly. I tried the handle and it seemed yet yelled a bit. You ready? Not sure. So, speaking frankly, what could you prepare for in such a situation? Okay, the wheel turned a few times, squared horribly, then finally reached its limit and went quiet. I pulled on the door with all my weight, and it recently opened. There was some sort of chamber behind it. Oh, it's the last time, please. Can we skip? No, which turned out to be the bomb shelter itself. Look at this technology. When we entered, the light suddenly went on, making me flinch. Flinching through, it was likely that there was an independent power source here at the time when this catacomb was being built. People had been building things to last. The bomb shelter looked exactly like what I imagined. It had everything needed to sustain prolonged human existence during a war. The locker contained chemical protection suit, gas mask, dry reaction, and water cans. At the far wall, I noticed I noticed a lot of various tools, pressure meters, radiation meter, and radio, and some others. However, this place looked like nobody has ever used it, which was not actually that surprising. Furthermore, it looked like nobody had ever tested it after it was built. Yeah, these things are totally useless, right? Even if you still survive in this, the world outside there is totally ruined, so you're back to nothing. The luckiest people in World War III is the one who die first. Then, people who survive it will curse the day they survive. Sylvia gave me a questioning look. Well, Shrek is definitely not here. But was he? No idea, but if he was here, he couldn't just vanish. I look around the room again and notice another door in the wall to my left. Oh, maybe there? However, the door wouldn't open. See? What if he buried it from the other side? But why? I don't know. Still, it was quite possible, assuming he was there at all. But the look of things Shrek was hiding, maybe running from someone. Such thought would make me uneasy, and I felt like putting myself on the other side of the door as fast as I could. I pushed hard, but the door only gave dull crack. Here, maybe this could work. Sylvia handed me a crowbar, and I did the voice of me. I fumbled with it, considering how I could better track the door. Let's give it a try. Whoop. Using all my strength, I managed to pull the door off its hanging, and it is crashed into the floor. While I was recovering from my effort, Sylvia pointed the flashlight down the narrow open passage. There's a car door here, just the same as the previous one. Jeez, the place is a real mess. Shall we go? Hold on. I sat down in the bunk, took a dusty pillowcase of blow and wiped my forehead. Let me catch my breath. Sylvia sat down next to me and began to study the detail of the floor tile better. Better turn off the flashlight for now. Better turn off the flashlight for now. Oh yes. She pushed slightly and she clicked the switch off. It's just plain creepy. I caught myself thinking that I have not been treated this event as real for the last half an hour. As if they had not been happened to me, as if they were just a dream. Just like back then, 4 days ago, in the first minute after I found myself here. Yes, lately I might have started getting used to this world, the reality as they become reality for me, and that feeling deep in my soul that I had to find an exit was not so accurate anymore. But now again, in a blink of eye, the forest, the old camp, the bomb shelter. There was absolutely nothing supernatural about any of it, but neither was it anything normal like anything from my previous life. Yes? I agreed Sylvia. Don't you find any of this strange? What exactly? Well, the fact that there was a sitting here, just you and me in the night, wouldn't it be normal to such a situation to instant wait till morning and call the police? Yes, I guess so, she replied thoughtfully. Of course, I almost volunteer I shouldn't have. Well, almost isn't quite right, but still. But you just wanted to help. If Shrek is here, we should find him as soon as possible. At last, at this rate, we will be the one they look for. You know, he did manage to get lost here. Sylvia looked frustrated. Alright, I didn't mean anything like that. Maybe he not here. Maybe he's actually went back to the camp long time ago. Yes, maybe. But we should still check, right? Of course. Oh, she's the perfect waifu. She can control any man with only smile. Sylvia got up and held out her hand to me. It seemed she wasn't as afraid as me. Though I was already tired of being scared myself and now only wanted all of this to end as soon as possible. So, how many minutes I have? Shit, the corridor was identical to the other one which was come through the bomb shelter. You know, this is an hour of recording right now. So we will back next time. I was hoping to end Sylvia route this day, but it will take maybe one or more episodes. So, see you next time. Goodbye.